Zwei selbst, ein Gesicht. Seltsam? Nein. Ich sehe tote Leute.
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets.
Die Dünnblütigen?
Thin bloods. They're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred. Hence the name, Thin Blood. But they are sired same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles.
Die Schwester der Baron. Was? Die Schwester der Baroness ist sie selbst. Zwei selbst, ein Gesicht.
Something to look forward to, eh?
Das ist alles, was ich mitteilen kann.
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air. Like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again. Good night, young one. And be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Auf Wiedersehen, Wolf. Bye bye. Und für mich geht's jetzt nach Los Angeles. Also den anderen Teil da. Hey.
Nice work, fledgling. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
Kennst du Beckett, den noblen Wilden?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
Wir tauschten Wörter aus. Die dunkle Stimmen sagten mir, er sei nah.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
Ich will dir noch Fragen aus deiner übersprudelnden Rübe ziehen.
What do you need?
Ich habe Bekanntschaft mit einem güldenen Ghoul.
I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while before I approached him. I had no idea how eager he would be to help. Es hat sich in deinem Hirn festgesetzt, dass ich das tun würde. I knew you would. I had him watching you-know-who for me. It was inevitable you'd pass through her joint. I told him to keep an eye out for you, gave him lines to feed you, the whole bit.
Spielt den Überraschten.
Come on, fledgling, don't ever think you're ahead of the ball in this game. No matter what action you take, some kindred you never even met already foresaw it and found a way to profit from it.
Die Geheimnisse des güldenen Ghouls platzen aus ihm heraus wie bei einem Kind. Aber ich vernichtete an seiner Stadt die asiatischen Albtraum.
No, you helped me remove a spy without revealing myself or getting my hands dirty. Pretty good actor, that Knox, huh?
Betrug ist das Spiel des Teufels.
Don't take it hard, fledgling. I won't be the last elder to milk you for a favor.
Sie wissen über die Leute Bescheid.
Sure.
Du bist mir was schuldig, du hässliche, laufende Pestbeule.
jester. You call him LaCroix a jester? You'd better watch that, fledgling. Anyway, what am I gonna say? He's the boss now. Sure. They're a bunch of malcontents. They get pumped up by rousing the rabble they keep around them. Like that's hard. Nothing breeds faster than contempt. And that's what the Bruja are all about. Jealousy and contempt. Sure.
Gangrel.
They fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to. Sure.
Malkavianer.
Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me.
Sure. Clans. Anti-clans. Nosferatu.
The Nosferatu are damn good at what we do. No one even argues that. If you need to know, if you want it found, you come to us. We're indispensable. Not a bad place to be in the afterlife.
Das Schicksal scheint dir gut auf deine Was? Das Schicksal scheint dir gut auf deine verzogene Visage.
The Nosferatu stick together, pool resources. We have more going on than anyone could guess at. Our web blankets the night.
Teil der Narrenfamilie.
I'm loyal to the clan, loyal to my primogen, and therefore loyal to the Camarilla. The Nosferatu are the eyes and ears of the Camarilla, so they take care of us. They value our services, or, don't want to be on our bad side. Either way, no one bothers us.
Erzähl mir vom Narrenprinzen.
Sure.
Clans. Andere Toreros.
I don't rub elbows with the pretty bloodsuckers much, but I've seen them work people like puppeteers, and that's admirable. Now, if only they'd get off their slimy asses and put their talent to some use besides feeding their egos.
Ja, er hat das Ego. Sie sind halt Mensch geblieben.
Sure.
Tremere. Inventure Veritas. Tremere.
Mages. I don't have any reason to trust them. They're creepy, and I think they like it that way. But to be honest, I don't hear much about the Tremere. There's a few in LA, but all in all, there's not that many of them. Sure.
Inventure Veritas.
Well, they get a bad rap, if you ask me. Everyone likes to take shots at the man in charge. But when it comes to getting the job done, the Ventru know how to step up. They can take the heat. Yeah.
Einschätzung zu den Anachen. The Anarchs.
The Anarchs. Yeah, I respect what they do, strenuous liberty and all that jazz, but they're kidding themselves. Wherever there's an ounce of power to be had, there'll be people dicking each other over. You think the Camarilla invented that?
Mann mit dem Namen als Nummer. Mit der Nummer als Namen.
From what I hear, he's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more kindred go anarch every day because of him.
Ich sehe jemanden mit den Augen meines Verstandes.
Sure. Jester, you call...
Kannst du mir bezüglich Sekten...
Yeah.
Analysiere für mich die Camarilla.
The Camarilla works. When you let vampires run wild, you wind up with caitiff frenzying in the streets, then bloods blowing the Masquerade, and hunters sniffing around. Law and order is the kindred's friend.
Erzähl mir vom Narren.
Jester. Yeah. The
Caitiff.
Pretty close to the mark. Caitiff are just kind of riffraff vampires who don't know anything about vampire society, don't know their clan, mutt vampires. What I suspect you were perilously close to becoming if LaCroix hadn't intervened.
Mhm. Dünnblütig und kurzlebig.
You said it. Theory goes that the farther down the bloodline you are from Cain, the weaker the blood is. So if you're, say, 5th generation, the blood is strong. If you're 15th generation, you barely qualify as a vampire. A thin blood.
Kein. Du sprichst von ihm, den Ungesehenen. Den blödig dünn gesehen. Und nun wirfen sie einen langen Schatten.
Long shadow. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You Malkavians and your damned insight. Most fledglings don't know anything about Gehenna.
Gehenna, der Fall des ewigen Schattens.
You don't know the half of it, kid. Gehenna, the day we all die. When our sleeping forefathers rise and bring about the end of the world. Many believe we're living in the final nights. Yep, that's him. Cain, the biblical brother killer. Father of all vampires. You said it. Theory goes that the farther down the bloodline you are from Cain, the weaker the blood is. So if you're, say, 5th generation, the blood is...
War das nicht schon? Kein...
Yep, that's it.
Dünnblütigen Schicksalsgrad. Darf ich deine grauen Zellen?
Like what?
Clans. Du weißt über jemanden...
Sure.
Natürlich. Erzähl mir von Narrenprinzen. Ich bin fort.
You better get back downtown. Prince
Downtown.
LaCroix is gonna want to hear all about this victory.
Stimmt ja, Downtown ist jetzt da, der nächste Stadtteil, dann kommt Hollywood und dann kommt Chinatown. Das gelbe U-Boot wartet schon. So.